Good morning, everybody. Welcome to HRD 631, Leadership in Adult and Higher Education. My name is Kevin Doran, and I am the instructor for this class. I want to welcome you to the Spring 2023 semester, and specifically for this class. Looking down through the roster, it's wonderful to see so many familiar names who are continuing our education journey together. You've been in other classes with me and vice versa. So I welcome you to this class. This is a fascinating class to me. Most of us have some kind of background or we've dabbled, we've worked in organizations. This class, we're going to be digging into organizations and leadership, the entire topic. And we'll have plenty of time to discuss everybody's backgrounds, their skills, some of their traits that they have. But for the purpose of this video is to just give you a quick overview of this course, specifically what I'm hoping everybody can do in week number 1. So as you can see, here we are in week number 1. This is module number 1. At the end of this video, I will make available everything up to week number 2. And depending upon how things go with this class, I may make entire modules open, but I didn't want to inundate everybody with too much information to start off with. Looking at the class list, most everybody in this class have taken Brightspace classes before, so I'm not going to get into a lot of detail on navigating this course, but if you are relatively new or you're uncertain about Brightspace, please feel free to reach out to me. There's all kinds of information I can walk you through in a little more detail. But the purpose of this video is just to welcome you to the class and also get into the specifics on how to navigate and also specifically what I'd like you to do this week. My goal for this semester is to keep the videos within or less than 5 minutes. If it goes over 5 minutes, which it may today, but I'm trying not to, I apologize. And if it does, I'll either do 2 videos or specifically tell you where you can fast forward to get to the next section. So the way this works, we have the introduction to module number 1, and I'm going to just, for the time being, click over that. That's a brief overview. I'll go into week number 1 introduction. So in here, we have an introduction to the topic, and as I say, leadership is a huge topic to explore. This course will be introduced, you'll be introduced to some of the literature, the frames. The first book that we read really has to do with 4 frames that view leadership. The essential questions, what are your ideas about effective leadership? And I certainly have my own ideas on this, but I won't share them at this point. What is organizational culture and how can we better understand organizations? These are huge essential questions that really drive the course. The outcomes. Okay, here we go. Week number 1. What I'd like you to do. Take a look around, look at the syllabus, getting started section. If you haven't done that already, please do. Hopefully everybody has the book, and I'd like you to read chapters 1 and 2 of the book. You can go through number 3, number 4, and then we get to participate in the first introductory online discussion. So this is pretty self-explanatory, and I'll show you where the online discussions are. And a couple of things on this. I'd like everybody to do their initial post by Wednesday of the week, Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I'd like you to comment on a couple of other students in the class, their introductions, their ideas. So that's kind of the format that we're going to be using this semester. Plan ahead. You can read through that. Don't spend a lot of time on it. Here's an overview of this is Module 1. In Module 1, we have these, weeks 1 through 7. And then at this point in week number 1, don't worry about planning ahead for the semester-long interview. Now, for those that have been on Brightspace, which is pretty much everybody, you can come up here and click to take you to the next one. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go back to where we started, just to give you an orientation. We were just here. You can take a look at the interview option that everybody has at the end of the course. Basically, that's interviewing somebody in a leadership position, thinking ahead. But this is where I'd like to show you the discussion topic. So here we are, introductions and discussion of chapter 1 and 2. So how you do that, for those that do not know, and here are the prompts. Introduce yourself, share your experience, what questions do you have, and after reading chapters 1 and 2, you click the start, and here I would put in, just say, Kevin's discussion post for week, whatever you want to do. You get that done, come down here, you can actually copy and paste it in if you want, and then down at the bottom, you post it. So, once again, I will not do that. So that is it in a nutshell. As you can see, 5 minutes goes very quickly. I do apologize for that. This week, we will ease into the materials. The goal is for us to have an optional Zoom meeting next week. And that will be, I can't tell you what day it would be, but it's probably going to be anywhere from 6 o'clock up till 7:30, in that range for a start time. And I generally hold these. These are informal. These are optional. And especially with the first one, we may have 6 people in the class. We may have more than that. But at any time, if you have questions, please reach out to me. This first week, we have a discussion forum that everybody's going to be part of. Then we go into groups of 3. We have a big group. I think it's 20 students, so we will separate into groups of 3, and we will use those groups as we move forward with the course. And I'll have more information on that as we move forward. So once again, I tried for 5 minutes, and we're at 7 minutes. I will stop here. If you have any questions, please let me know at any time. I'm here to help, and I look forward to learning along with everybody this semester. Wish you the best, and we'll see you online. Bye, everybody.